Good afternoon. Welcome to our web conference. Today we are going to speak about possibilities and advantages of studying in Russia. My name is Alena Dvornikova and I am a representative of company Agency for Cooperation and Education. Agency in cooperation with Russia.study holds a conference call for higher school graduates of India and Malaysia, and for Bulgaria. Before we start the main part of the call, please listen to the basic rules of the news group. Firstly, all participants granted access as a listener. You can watch and listen to presentation and write message in this chat. Microphone access is only the speaker that is currently speaking. We will try to answer all your questions in the chat after each speech of educational organizations. If there are a lot of questions, we will send you answer via mail. Participants of this web conference are, firstly, the representative of the Central Office of Russia.study is Nikitin Dmitry, the representative of Now Service is Smichko Natalia, and also was invited representative office of the Russia Center of Science and Culture in Bulgaria and Russian educational organizations. So the words are given for Nikitin Dmitry.
Good afternoon, dear colleagues. We are pleased that you are taking part in TV conference. We want to say that the interest for education in Russia Federation increases every year, especially in European country, as is Bulgaria. We know that education in Russia Federation will open before you the door for the future, successful life, and give you an opportunity to use your knowledge for the destiny of your country. By the way, now you will know everything about the possibility of education in Russia Federation. We wish you good luck, and we hope that you will study in Russia Federation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The web conference includes three parts. The first part is the education system of Russia, the cost of education in Russia and how you can get state scholarship. Then how to choose Russian universities and where you can apply to study in Russia. Second part is the presentation of the Russian education and organizations. And the third part is answering to questions from the audience and communication with participants of this web conference. Firstly, we'll speak about the education system of Russia. In Russian, education is divided into general education and professional education. General education includes school education and education in school. Professional education received in college and higher educational institutes such as universities, academics, and institutes. Besides the general and professional education, there are additional educational programs such as preparatory courses, summer schools, winter schools, additional all-developing and professional programs, qualification improvement and professional training programs. So the first level of education is bachelor degree. Bachelor degree is a complete higher education. You will receive general fundamental preparation that at once allows you to start working by profession or to continue your education at master degree. So this bachelor degree lasts 4 years, and after graduating from university, you will get the diploma of bachelor degree. Further education is master degree. The second level is the master degree. Education for master degree depends specialization in the chosen direction. After finishing the education, one may practice in the professional sphere or to be engaged in scientific activity in a postgraduate study. Requirement for candidates have diploma of bachelor degree. This master degree lasts 2 years, and after graduated from university, you will get the diploma of master degree. Further education is postgraduate study or PhD. The bachelor degree and master's degree in Russia are equivalent to the European bachelor's and master's. Russia is included into the Bologna Convention, and diplomas are admitted in the majority of the European countries. The next level is specialist degree. Unlike a bachelor degree, the specialist degree gives not only fundamental but also practical preparation. You will be able to be engaged in professional sphere right after the end of education, to continue education for master's degree, or to be engaged in scientific activity in a postgraduate study. As for specialist program, belong all medical, military, and a part of technical specialists such as computer science, design of technology machines, and so on. So academic terms last no less than 5 years. Graduated document, I mean, after graduated from university, you will get a diploma specialist degree. After this, you can study master's degree after specialist degree. Third level, the top qualification or scientific activities. The main form of preparation of a scientific personnel in Russia is a postgraduate study. Education in a postgraduate study consists of several blocks, such as educational part, practice, research work. Upon finishing of a postgraduate study, you should defend the dissertation. Then you will receive the first degree confirming the status of science, its candidates of science degree. In addition to postgraduate study or PhD studies, there are other forms of preparation of a scientific personnel. So the postgraduate military course is a postgraduate study of higher education institutions of armed forces and the Ministry of International Affairs and Ministry of Emergency Situations of the Russian Federation. The next one is the internship. Practice in a medical institution under the leadership of the social colleges for graduated or medical higher education institutions, after which they acquire the right of professional activities. And assistantship training, the program of training for works of the top qualification in the sphere of arts, after which the graduated acquire the right of performing and teaching activities. So first education degree candidate of science, and graduated document, the postgraduate diploma. PhD lasts 3 or 4 years. It depends from specialty, as you understand. So now we're going to speak about advantages of studying in Russia. Firstly, diploma issued in Russia are recognized all over the world. Russian universities are constantly modernized and provide excellent conditions for study, for research, sport, and students' life. Russia is one of the world leaders in information technologies and telecommunication. Russia takes the first place in Europe regarding the number of internet users. Russia leads in computer science, financial service, and space engineering. The cost of higher education in Russia is 5 or 7 times lower than in Europe. You have the opportunity to receive the state scholarship, and what is more, accommodation in university dormitory costs from $30 per month. More than 200 million people around the world speak Russian. It's the most widespread European language and the 8th in the world regarding the number of speakers. As I have said in the presentation before, the cost of higher education in Russia is 5 or 7 times lower than Europe. And now you can see the cost of education in Russia in dollars. You have the opportunity to receive state scholarship, and so of course you can see it's your presentation in this slide. So let's speak about grants and about scholarship. 15,000 government grants for foreign students are given in Russian annually. What government grants include? The grant provides you free studying on the chosen specialty for the entire period of education. So, but if you don't speak Russian, you can study preparative faculty first and then continue study bachelor degree or master degree. And this grant covers this preparative course. In addition, monthly payment and a place in the student residence is provided. In last year, payment consisted above $21. Not everyone knows that foreign students are also able to receive additional payment from the government. With additional information, you need to apply to embassy of your own country in Russia. And so who can receive this grant, who can receive the scholarship? All candidates with a secondary school and vocational school finished school, a technical school, lyceum, and successfully passed the competition selection in their own country can receive this grant. Competition selections process and how can you receive government grants. The candidate has to be registered on the Russia.study portal and send the application for a quota. Competition selection takes place in two stages, in two steps. The first steps will take place in your country. For this purpose, it is necessary to contact the Russia Center of Science and Culture or with a Russian embassy in your country. The second stage consists in selection of suitable candidates by the Russian universities. Result of competition selection will be known after consideration by a higher educational institution. The selection even takes place on the basis of Russia Center of Science and Culture or on the Russian embassy. In 1 or 2 months after passing for competition selection, you will be informed about your results. In competition selection, if competition selection not passed, you can send the application for studying by contract and enter the Russian universities on a paid basis. For this purpose, send the requirement for the contract, which is saved on your personal account. So if you want to study the contract, you don't need to just to create a new application, you just put fill application of contract, and then your application will be full. Government grant does not cover transfer to university, living expense, and healthy insurance. Russian universities take the leading position in different international rankings. Last year, in the famous World University ranking, Russia was represented by 22 universities, and the ranking of the British magazine Times Higher Education, 24 universities of Russia were presented. When you graduated from the Russian universities, you will be able to work in Russia or abroad. Russian universities produce future Nobel laureates. For example, the number of Nobel laureates are 15 in USSR and 7 in Russia. Russia is the largest country in the world. Russian universities are located in more than 80 cities from Kaliningrad to Vladivostok in different climatic zones. You can pick up an educational institution in any part of Russia. So a lot of universities, there are more than 500 universities which can offer you really a lot of different educational programs. More than 200 programs in university can offer you in technical, different technical educational programs. More than 200 universities offer programs in mathematical and natural science. 80 universities offer programs in health and medical science. In more than 200 universities offer programs in human science. Nowadays, foreign students can apply to study with contract via Russia.study portal. Now at this slide, you can see the partner higher education institutions, the partner of Russia.study. And so you can 43 education institutions, including 6 federal higher education institutions and higher education institutions of the government of the Russian Federation, 8 national research institutes, and 5 medical universities. You will be able to choose a university in any climatic zone. After admissions to the university, you will have benefits, discounts on tickets at museum, exhibition centers, travel, and so on. In all universities, there are sports complexes and various clubs, so you can spend your free time really usefully and interesting. And also, it's really important, all universities have dormitories, so you don't need just to find rooms or something like this. All universities can give you dormitory. So how can study in Russia? Firstly, you have to choose the educational program. Usually international students choose a program in the first place, take programs in engineering, technical science and technology. The second one, programs in mathematical and natural science. Then goes programs in health and medical science, and then program in human science. How can apply to study in Russia via Russia.study portal? Firstly, you have to register on Russia.study and choose its suitable programs. We have more than 50,000 educational programs offered on our website for all directions of preparation. There are more than 500 universities in all cities of Russia, from Kaliningrad to Khabarovsk. If you want to study with contract, you should press filling in the contract application and choose the specialization and put universities according to your specialty. And so you can choose 6 universities at your application. It's really important, don't forget to attach your photo, a copy of your passport and the educational document about your previous education. So if you want to study bachelor degree, you have to upload a certificate from high school. If you want to study at master degree, you have to upload a bachelor diploma and so on. Residence in the Russian Federation. Each foreign student is provided with accommodation in a dormitory which is located near the university. The cost of living in a dormitory is not more than 80 per month. And many universities organize excursions around the culture sites of Russia, so you can see a lot of different places and interesting places. So when you will be distributed, when you understand that a university will accept you, you could contact the international department of the university, contact information post on the website, and find out the time of arrival to the organization, to the organization. You should coordinate time of arrival at Russia with the university for preparing all necessary documents, and of course, university have to prepare dorm rooms. That's why we offer you just to coordinate your time arrival at Russia with university. We recommend you to arrive for training a few days before the start of training. The study at Russia starts the 1st of September. But in any case, the period must be agreed with the universities. And I can say a lot of universities liked when foreign students arrived at middle of August. The educational institution must register you after arrival not less than 7 days from the moment of your arrival at Russia. Today at our web conference, I take part a lot of different organizations, federal higher education institutions and higher education institutes of the government of the Russian Federation. Also, in our web conference will be representatives of different national research universities and also from other universities. And thank you for your attention. Thank you for listening to me. Now we are going to listen to a presentation. The first university is Siberian Federal University.
Siberia is in the heart of Russia. It's one of the most powerful and steadily developing territories today. Siberia is located in the center of the country, away from capital cities' bustle and crisis. It's an officially registered fact that the geographical center of the Russian Federation is located in the eastern Siberia, and namely in the Krasnoyarsk region. The Krasnoyarsk region is the area where Mother Nature not only provides you with breathtaking landscapes, but also shares its richest natural resources with people. The city of Krasnoyarsk is the capital of the Krasnoyarsk region, a place with a population of 1 million. Krasnoyarsk is business-friendly, multicultural and hospitable. It's got its own unique style. We are open to the world and welcome our guests most heartily. Krasnoyarsk is the place for holding the World Winter Student Universiade in 2019. Siberian Federal University, which was founded in Krasnoyarsk in 2006, has become a symbol of the region's stability, its Siberian might and sustainability. The university was founded by the merger of 4 leading Krasnoyarsk educational establishments of the time. This fact explains an array of programs and educational services offered now, starting with mathematics, information technology and engineering, to law, linguistics, philosophy and economics. Siberian Federal today is a place with more than 38,000 students, over 300 of them are international ones. The university employs more than 2,400 highly qualified lecturers and professors, among them being Nobel Prize winners, laureates of prestigious international and national competitions, and holders of international and national awards.
Hola, buenos días, soy Paula Hernández de Elche, de España, y me gusta mucho enseñar en la Universidad Federal de Siberia porque los estudiantes son maravillosos y el campus es muy moderno.
Siberian Federal's modern and comfortable campus makes a special pride, offering students of the university all necessary facilities. All international students live on campus and enjoy the accommodation neighboring their study areas.
大家好，我叫管俊波，我来自于中国黑龙江省哈尔滨市。我现在很喜欢在 S5 学习，因为这里有很多文化和运动的活动。
The university provides efficient training in Russian as a foreign language. The courses are delivered by qualified staff, helping all international visitors upgrade their language level. International students come to take a range of courses, starting with language courses to graduate and postgraduate programs. International students vary in age from 17 to 50, and they come from all parts of the world.
السلام عليكم. اسمي الحسيني الخلف. أتيت من مدينة دير الزور من دولة سوريا. أتيت في جامعة سيبيريا الاتحادية. في جامعة سيبيريا الاتحادية يعجبني قوة المرافق العلمية المخبرية.
The uni is not all about study and research. We provide access to 30 kinds of sports, enhancing the image of the sportiest university in Russia. After a hard academic day, welcome to university extracurricular environment. You are offered an amazing choice of more than 100 student societies and associations, which help you make your pastime enjoyable and rewarding. Siberian Federal University is a place to make new friends and exciting discoveries. It's young, ambitious and promising. Its main asset is friendly, supportive and professional people. All these factors will make your stay with us unforgettable. Siberian Federal University will help you create your future.
So now we are listening to Northern-East Federal University of Yakutsk, and we are listening to the representative of this university, Kolesov Vasily Vasilyevich.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Vasily. I am a resident Federal University, one of the 10 federal universities of Russia. And first, I would like to tell you something about the location of the university. Okay, it is located in the city of Yakutsk, capital city of the Republic of Sakha, also known as Yakutia, one of the Russian regions famous for its large territory, natural resources, and severe climate. We have a quite specific climate here. An average temperature in winter is about -40, and winter lasts for about 7 months, which may sound a bit terrifying at first. However, due to the dry climate, it feels not that cold if you have warm clothing. Even students from regions with very warm climates such as Africa, Central and Southeast Asia study here in Yakutsk. Actually, extreme climate is something that attracts foreigners to come here either for travel or for study, because as we may see, many of them want to experience this extreme climate. As I have already mentioned, Yakutia is famous for its natural resources such as diamonds, coal, oil, gas, etc., and for unique variety of flora and fauna. Yakutia has many places that attract tourists from different countries, and one can say that inner tourism in Yakutia is developing rapidly. Okay, so now let's proceed to the information about the university itself. NEFU is the largest university in the northeast of Russia, which includes 13 institutes and 6 faculties. NEFU has about 18,000 students from different Russian regions and about 30 foreign students. And our university implements different educational programs, all kinds of degree programs, bachelor, master's, postgraduate, as well as preparatory courses, language courses, and so on. There are 13 institutes, as I have already said, and 6 faculties. And now I'm going to make a short review of some of them. One of the largest institutes is Medical Institute. It's also one of the most popular among the international students. It has degree programs in general medicine, pediatrics, pharmacy, dentistry, medical and preventative care, with a period of study of 6 years. Finance and Economics Institute. The institute implements a wide range of degree programs in economics, management, accounting, etc. It should be noted that all degree programs in our university are instructed in Russian, so for those who are not able to speak the language, our university offers 1 year of preparatory Russian language course. As a student of the Institute of Natural Sciences, you can get a degree in biology, geography, ecology, chemistry. One of the most priority areas of the university are technical fields like mining, underground mining of mineral resources, mine and underground construction, mining machinery, technical safety, as well as engineering, architecture, urban construction, and management. Institute of Physics and Engineering implements a unique program, Technology of Artistic Processing of Materials, where students learn how to create various jewelry and art objects. And there are also other institutes and faculties that are specialized in different subjects, such as philology and linguistics, psychology, pedagogy, history, law, geology, mathematics, sports, road construction, etc. The university also offers non-degree Russian language study program, where foreign students can start learning Russian as a foreign language from scratch. Now let's proceed to the tuition fee information. It should be noted that in our university, tuition fee for foreign citizens is reduced. The average tuition fee for degree programs is relatively low, and for this academic year, it ranges from 91,000 to 100 rubles. That is from 1,500 to 1,700 US dollars. Foreign citizens can also apply for the Russian government scholarship that can give you a chance to study for free in our university. The application process is described in detail at the website Russia.study. Okay, so now I would like to present some pictures of the university campus. The university has 13 dormitories. Within the campus there are 2 stadiums, a swimming pool, skiing lodge, gyms, a wrestling hall, etc. There are also sport equipments outside the dormitory. As to accommodation fee is quite low, from 13 to 23 US dollars per month. NEFU offers more than 20 sports clubs as well as 100 research clubs. The number of international students in our university is increasing every year. As of 2016, there were more than 200 students from about 30 foreign countries. Most of our students are from former Soviet republics like Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Ukraine. Also, there are many students from such countries as China, South Korea, Mongolia, Indonesia, Vietnam. We even have students from a number of African states. NEFU has a partnership with 97 universities from Japan, France, the United States, South Korea, Germany, China, India, Norway, Canada, and so on. NEFU is also a member of the University of Arctic, an international cooperative network which includes 142 institutions. As one of the largest research institutes, NEFU takes part in different international scientific projects. For example, one of them is Mammoth Revival. Our students have an opportunity to participate in short-term exchange programs and study abroad. International students also have a right for participation in such programs. Okay, that's it for now. If you are interested in study in our university, or if you have any questions about our university, you can always contact us. You can see our contact information, and thank you for your attention. We'll be very happy to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. Thank you very much. So now video about Moscow Power Engineering Institute.
Greeting! Summer is at its peak and students don't attend classes anymore. But in the main building of MPI there is still a lot of people. What is the reason? The matter is that during the next month thousands of high school graduates should choose their institute and their future profession. Every day, several thousands of entrants visit MPI enrollment board. All of them submit for entrance. For some people, our university is the only one of 5 institutes, and it's never minded where to be matriculated. But there are also those people who have purposefully come to Power Engineering Institute, and they don't want to study anywhere else. MPI is a very prestigious university for high education level, and the entrants know it. They say there is a good technical base here, and it will be useful for me further. First, it's Power Engineering Institute. For some reason, it seems to me that the future is in the field of energetics, technical universities. Now the engineers are popular not only in Russia, but also around the world. It is also worth to note that most of graduates visit the main building of MPI for the first time, and they consider the university to be very impressive. The university gives me some hope that after all I will learn something here. To make a conscious choice of the institute is quite difficult, but to decide about the educational area is even more difficult, as many people have only graduated from school and they don't know where do they want to be engaged in and what are they in for. However, having chosen in the list of priorities Institute of Power Engineering Efficiency Problems or Institute of Radio Engineering and Electronics, Institute of Electrical Power Engineering, or Institutes of Automatics and Computer Engineering, or any other institutes, it is possible to be totally sure that you'll get a high level of education here. Moscow Power Engineering Institute. It even sounds somehow imposing and very serious. To tell you the truth, I really have some big plans in study. It isn't simple to obtain the diploma and to get worthy knowledge. For such reason, I have come to Moscow Power Engineering Institute. I like it because in my brain I understand technical science better. Therefore, I choose MPI. Turns, experience and expectations will fall behind, and the most part of graduates will go to the university. In September, MPI will meet the first-year students. It will lodge them in the dormitory, it will distribute student ID cards, and it will direct them at all steps of the higher education. Go to the best power engineering university of the country, and we will be near. Ivan Gubin and Vagram Antanyan, special for MPI TV.
Why'd you only call me when you're high? High. Why'd you only call me when you're high?
Besides sending the students abroad, MPEI also receives a lot of foreigners.
More than 900 students from 62 countries of the world are trained at MPEI. Interfestival is a special event that unifies all of them to show the main features of their country's culture. First of all, it includes various events such as football and volleyball competitions, a contest of national dishes, and so on. Finally, to summarize all the efforts and to carry out the awarding ceremony, the Interfestival finishes with a real gala concert, where students represent creative performances. An exhibition that takes place on the first floor of the main buildings deserves a special attention. The students deploy thematic stands to present their countries. An interesting fact is that exhibition also attracts a great number of Russian students who can't pass the colorful stands of foreigners without tasting food of Kyrgyzstan and Latin America, or taking a photo with the colorful dresses of Myanmar and Vietnam. It is also a great possibility to learn to dance some traditional dances or try to cook national dishes of different countries. MPEI is an international university, but the unity of students of different countries becomes the most evident shift during the exhibition. It is important to note that this year the Council of the Embassy of Egypt and the MPEI rector also took part in the celebration and appreciated the creativity of the students. In addition to Interfestival, a great number of events are organized for the foreigners. Among them, the international dinners, trips to the theater, and courses of foreign language. But certainly, the main thing is friendship. Ivan Gulbin, Vagram Antonyan, and Tatiana Alexandrova for MPEI TV.
So, everyone, and thank you for your attention to our presentations. And I would like to clarify some queries that could appear after the presentations. So, Moscow Power Engineering Institute was founded in 1930, and now it is one of the largest technical universities in Russia, and even in Moscow it is one of the main power engineering institutes. So, our institute prepares specialists of bachelor, master, and PhD degrees. If you would like to get a master degree, you can apply to a program Computer Engineering and Informatics. It is taught in English, and the duration of the program is 2 years. For other programs, you should know Russian, and for the entrants who can't speak English, we have preliminary courses. The duration of these courses is 1 year, and we teach our students Russian as a foreign language. So, what else? Our university got third place after World University Ranking QS, and also in the category academic reputation. And in academic reputation, it got the 52nd place after all the universities of the region. So we have very good campuses not far from our main building, and it is very comfortable for our students to reach the university in very quick data. So our university is one of the main organizers of the Olympiad It's Time to Study in Russia, which is organized in many Asian and African countries. And according to that Olympiad, students from there can be enrolled in many Russian universities. Yes. Now more than 15,000 students are studying at our university. And what about the foreigners? So the first foreigners appeared at Moscow Power Engineering Institute in the early 40s of the 20th century, and since that time, more than 9,000 of foreigners successfully passed their exams, their final exams of our universities, and got the degree they would like to. We have a very large range of partners among our foreigner colleagues, such as Germany, France, England, Netherlands, Mongolia, Kyrgyzstan, China, Japan, so very, very large range. And so, of course, we propose some programs of academic mobility for our students. So not only foreigners can reach our university, but also our Russian students can go abroad and to study there, like in program of double diploma with Technical University of Ilmenau or with Technical University of Latvia Ranta. So we would like to greet you at our university and have a nice day. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you for your presentation. Thank you very much. Now we are listening to Peter the Great St. Petersburg Polytechnical University. Firstly, we will watch the video about this university, and then the representatives of this university will tell us information about this university.
Welcome to St. Petersburg, one of the most beautiful cities in the world, the northern capital of Russia. The most talented people have always had an urge to come here. This gave a powerful impulse to the development of the city, which has been the center of Russian science and culture for 3 centuries. Here, the cradle of Russian engineering and economic education was created in 1899. Welcome to the Peter the Great St. Petersburg Polytechnic University. More than a century of its history and glory was created by people who taught and studied here. The university has always been training highly qualified specialists. Today, a new image of the Polytechnic University is created. In 2007, it obtained the status of an innovative university. In 2010, it was granted the prestigious status of a national research university. In 2013, it was chosen as the winner of the Global Research Project 5100. Peter the Great St. Petersburg Polytechnic University is the leading technical university in Russia, which combines the traditions of fundamental Russian science with the best international educational and scientific practices. Positive changes gave the university the opportunity to occupy a stable position among the leading scientific and educational centers of the world. Today, approximately 30,000 students are enrolled at the university, including about 5,000 foreign students. More than 2,000 professors, including about 200 visiting professors from leading universities across the world, are working in the Polytechnic University. With its 13 educational and scientific institutions, 52 bachelor and more than 300 master programs are available to students. The structure of the university includes 13 basic institutions where students are trained in technical, economic and humanitarian areas. In the area of scientific research, the Polytechnic University has positioned itself as a major multidisciplinary research centre. Priority scientific areas at the university are experimental nuclear physics, life science, functional materials, nanotechnology, energy-sufficient technology, information and communication technology, and advanced manufacturing technology. In addition, suprasectoral scientific areas are actively developing at the university in additive and supercomputing technology and aerospace research. The Research and Development Complex is the innovation centre of the university. High-tech laboratories are created here, equipped with modern world-class facilities. Moreover, the Supercomputer Centre, equipped with the most modern computational systems, is one of the most high-capacity computer systems in Russia. Today, the university combines all the features of a research, innovation and entrepreneurial type of university. Among its partners are more than 200 Russian industrial enterprises and about 100 high-tech foreign companies. For decades, the Polytechnic University has conducted successful international activities. particular attention has been paid to the internationalization of the university. More than 5,000 students from 115 countries are studying at the university. In this framework of university internationalization, more than 100 international educational programs in English, including more than 20 double-degree programs with leading partner universities, have been developed. The university has developed partnerships with the world's leading universities and research centres, expanding the programme of academic mobility. The university is open for cooperation and joint projects with universities all over the world. The Polytechnic University interacts with 300 foreign universities, 10 of which have the status of strategic partner. Combining the potential of foreign industrial partners, the university implements its breakthrough scientific ideas by promoting the results of research, technology, and experience at the international level. This contributes to the improvement of the quality of education and the introduction of new educational technologies. In April 2016, the Polytechnic University became the first Russian university to open a representative office in China, in Pudong New District of Shanghai. The aim of the representative office is to promote the brand Polytech in China and in the whole Asia-Pacific region, as well as to increase the reputation and competitiveness of our university as a leading engineering, innovation and entrepreneurial university of Russia. A future scientific elite is being formed here within the walls of the Polytechnic University. University students are provided with everything necessary for study and recreation. A fundamental library, reading rooms, a modern sports centre and comfortable student dormitories. The Polytechnic University creates a special cultural, creative and intellectual environment. The White Hall of the university is a unique concert hall located at its very heart. One of the basic principles of the educational process at the Polytech is the essential participation of students in the research process. The university has about 200 research laboratories and centres, more than 24 small innovative enterprises, a technology park and business incubator. While studying at the university, students become independent, creatively minded researchers and inventors, organisers and coordinators of complex scientific and technical projects. In their spare time, students have the chance to become radio presenters or video operators, players in the hockey team, or actors in the theatre, or singers in the choir, or builders of a racing car. In 2013, the Fab Lab was opened at the Polytechnic University. This was the first in the universities of St. Petersburg, a unique workshop for students where they can implement their creative scientific ideas. Today, Fab Lab has become a part of the centre of scientific and technical creativity of young people. The Peter the Great St. Petersburg Polytechnic University continues to be an essential source of opportunity for the discovery of fundamental science and the trajectory for education and engineering into the future.
Good afternoon from St. Petersburg. My name is Anastasia Siderova, and I'm a manager at the admission office of Peter the Great St. Petersburg Polytechnic University. As you can see from the video, St. Petersburg is a very beautiful city. It's a cultural capital of Russia and a home to more than 5 million people. Big city with big opportunities. St. Petersburg is also called Venice of the North, Open Air Museum, and Northern Capital. And it's not only a cultural center, but also a scientific center with dozens of universities. And Peter the Great St. Petersburg Polytechnic University is one of them. Our university was founded about 120 years ago, and recently it gained the status of National Research University and became one of the top universities in Russia. There are more than 30,000 students at the university, and about 5,000 of them are foreign students.
Our university has programs in different kinds of areas such as engineering, natural sciences, economics, and humanities. We have programs, bachelor and master, both in English and in Russian, and more than 20 of them are double degree programs with our partner universities in Europe and in Asia. We also offer short-term programs such as semester programs, exchange programs with our partner universities all over the world, and summer and winter schools. And our International Polytechnic Summer School is one of the biggest summer schools in Russia. And we have a lot of partners in the university, as I already said. Our university has programs in the following study areas, such as computer science and engineering, physics, electronics, electrical engineering, nuclear and power technology, economics and management, design, and humanities. And as I already said, we have more than 5,000 international students, and we try to support them as much as we can. We have different kinds of student organizations that help international students, and we also provide tutors for our newcomers who help them to get acquainted with the Russian culture, language, and mentality. If you have any questions about applying to our programs, and you can apply online, which makes the whole process very easy, you can contact us at the admission office, and we will be really happy to answer all your questions. So please contact us. And if you have any questions, also about the admission process, scholarships, application deadlines, anything, you can ask us. We also have programs about Russian language, learning language, business Russian, technical Russian, and so on and so forth. And Russian is becoming really popular in the world, so if you're interested, apply. We will be really happy to welcome you here at Peter the Great and Petersburg Polytechnic University. And in conclusion, I would like to thank you for your attention and wish you a good day. Thank you.
So much. Now we'll watch the video about Ukhta State Technical University.
Ukhta State Technical University is the largest multidisciplinary technical university in the European north of Russia. USTU provides training for personnel and conducts scientific research, cultural and educational activities for the socioeconomic development of the northern and Arctic regions of Russia. Production activities of the main partner organizations to produce employment for USTU graduates is in more than 10 regions of Russia. University graduates make up a significant part of the staff of giant companies like Gazprom, Transneft, Rosneft, and Lukoil. USTU is one of the winners of the Federal Regional Footage Competition. For 58 years, USTU has prepared more than 85,000 professionals. Today, the university consists of about 10,000 students, of which more than 400 are from neighboring countries as well as far abroad. USTU provides about 300 educational programs, including 28 programs of secondary vocational education, 27 areas of training, bachelor and master's, and 19 specialties of postgraduate study. The university is made up of 5 educational institutions, an Institute of Advanced Studies, a Design Institute of Oil and Gas, and 2 dissertation councils. In addition, USTU has allocated branches in Vorkuta and Usins, 14 scientific pedagogical schools, 14 teaching and laboratory buildings, and 13 hostels. Aside that, Ukhta State Technical University has a large scientific and technical library, a training and practical studio, several corporate publications, modern printing facilities, a powerful sport complex, and an excellent health resort and recreational center. Furthermore, the university holds a training and geodetic base, a training and experimental oil field, teaching and experimental forestry, and an oil and gas unique educational and practical ground. The university annually holds scientific forums at national and international levels. USTU is the core innovation of territorial cluster of oil and gas technologies in the Komi Republic. The university runs 8 volunteer associations on the basis of Ukhta State Technical University, opened by the Komi Regional Department of the Russian Students Group, numbering about 800 participants. USTU has trained more than 100 athletes who are champions of Russia, Europe, and world champions, as well as the participants and winners of the Olympic Games. The university takes pride in organizing major sports events such as the Russian Championships and sports sections on 40 different kinds of sports. There are about 700 participants in the university's creative arts team, including the famous dance group United Beat, the studio theater group Frisky, the sport ball dance club Duet, and the vocal and choral studio. In addition, there are humanitarian projects implemented at USTU, including the Constellation Smart Club. Groups like Young Ukhta, Civilization of Russia, and Ukhta, the birthplace of first Russian oil, also conduct several large-scale socio-cultural, scientific, and educational projects. The university is renowned for its tradition, such as the procession of graduates, the Festival of Art Songs, and the Russian Student Ball. Ukhta State Technical University annually holds a Republican Youth Innovation Convention, Youth for the Future of the Komi Republic and Interregional Education Forum, Innovatica Krahal. On the 95th anniversary of the statehood of the Komi Republic, our university prepared a special project with the forces of the residents of the university's business incubator, the Student Scientific Society, and the Ukhta Youth Branch of the International Association of Petroleum Engineers also came on board to the 95th anniversary project of the development of the Techno Park model, the birthplace of the first Russian oil, Ukhta. The core of the future Techno Park will be the business incubator of Ukhta State Technical University, the new building that opened its doors to residents during the anniversary of the Komi Republic in 2016.
So now we are listening to Lyudmila Vasilievna Shevchenko, the representative of the Ukhta State Technical University. Good afternoon.
Hello to everyone. I'm sending our warmest greetings from northern part of Russia, the Komi Republic, the town of Bolgarия. I would like to tell you some more details, some more facts about our university, Ukhta State Technical University. So first, you should know some more information about the location of Ukhta. So if you take a look at our slides, you can see that Ukhta is situated in the Komi Republic, in the heart of the republic, on north. So you should know that it's quite cold here in winter time and quite hot in summertime, just like today. So if you are interested in technical education, especially in oil and gas engineering, so you are welcome to our university, because Ukhta is the motherland or is the birthplace of first Russian oil. In this slide, you can see, in short, our laboratory complex, which is quite large, and it contains of more than 100 modern laboratories in equipped with unique equipment. As far as you heard already, our major is technical education, and on our slides you can see a wide range of bachelor and master degrees program, and apart from them we have such programs like architecture, economics, management, and physical education. Here, young researchers has good conditions to do some research work in different areas, mostly in oil and gas. I should notice that our university cooperates with leading oil and gas companies such as Gazprom, Lukoil, Rosneft, Transneft, and others. We as a university, of course, are interested in cooperation with international partners. So we've got some contracts with international universities and international companies, and every year we have some lecturers from all over the world and interns who come to our university on the basis of different international programs. I should mention also that we develop our 44 unique types of sports, and you can see these types on our on our slide, such as football, basketball, skiing, running, volleyball, and so on. And the university is interested to create only best conditions for future sportsmen. As it was said in the video, we've got powerful complex, which is called Burevestnik, and if you want to take care of your health, for this thing we also have got some conditions. For example, I should say about our recreation center, which is in the outskirts of the town. We are interested not only in study and education, also our students can take part in different activities of cultural type and of some other events. So in the slides you can see our competitions in dancing, like modern dance, classical dance. We are proud of our dancing group, which is called United Beat, and which won many competitions, not only within Russia but also abroad. One of the significant events of our university, of course, is the graduation ceremony, which is held at the end of June and usually ends with holiday moving of graduates of the universities through the main town streets of Ukhta. As for our international students, right now we have over 500 international students from 28 different countries such as Angola, Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, Sudan, Congo, Zimbabwe, Mexico, Latvia, Serbia, and others. For our international students, I should say that we pay special care and attention to our international students, and at the beginning of their study here, we prepare for them welcome week where they can get to know more about the country, the place they are going to live and study for several years, and get to know more about the Russian culture. So in short, I told you about our university, Ukhta State Technical University. Right now on your slides you can see the contact information, so you can contact us if you follow the link or just call, or later I will inform you about our 24-hour support service. You can contact us via Viber or WhatsApp. Well, thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much. And now we'll listen to Kazan State University of Culture. now we'll listen to the presentation of the representative of this university, Husnulina Aliya Azatovna.
Hello. Kazan State Institute of Culture is glad to see you today here. Everyone knows Moscow and St. Petersburg, and I guess not all of you know about any other country, any other cities of Russia. So Kazan is situated in central part of Russia. It's capital of Republic of Tatarstan, which is located in European part of Russia. It's just 800 kilometers away from Moscow, which means about 10 hours by train and just 1 hour by plane. Nowadays, Tatarstan became rather famous throughout the world. First of all, that is because of three objects or historical places of Tatarstan included in the list of World Cultural Heritage by UNESCO. They are Kazan Kremlin Fortress, Island of Sviarsk, and Bulgar historical place. And I'd like to pay your attention at Bulgar because this historical place connected with both our histories and traditions and historical roots with Bulgarian people. The basic aim of Tatarstan is to reach the dialogue of cultures through culture of dialogue. As you can see on one place and one location, we have as Muslim mosques and as well as Christian churches. So Kazan now is over 1,000 years old, and it is supposed to be the third capital of Russia. Popularity of Kazan is over 1,200,000 people. One of the oldest universities of Russia was founded in Kazan in 19th century, and now it's about 25 universities we have in Kazan. And of course, Kazan is supposed to be located on the east and west crossroads. So about Kazan State Institute of Culture. It was founded in 1969 as branch of Leningrad Institute of Culture named after Nadezhda Krupskaya. This year, Russian Ministry of Culture considered our institute to be the best regional institution of culture and arts. That means that we are the best institute after Moscow and St. Petersburg in the field of culture and arts. Every year we have we offer 25 government grants for international students. Now we have over 1,500 students and about 100 international students among them. Although our institute is quite small, but comfortable and tolerant to feel yourself free and develop your skills. To develop your skills, Kazan Institute of Culture will help you on 7 faculties, which release about 30 bachelor programs, 10 master programs, 10 specialty programs, 11 PhD and assistantship programs. So, Design and Fine Arts faculty offers bachelor programs on design, arts and crafts, theory and history of art, museum and cultural heritage studies, and painting. As for museum and cultural heritage studies, I would like to say that we are very proud that our professor, Rafael Valeev, who is vice rector on science of our institute, is one of the main people of the team of Tatarstan who participated in preparation of documentation of cultural heritage objects of Tatarstan to be included in the list of World Cultural Heritage of UNESCO. So here you can see some works of our students. The next one is music faculty, which has few programs, bachelor programs, first of all, like music instrumental art with specialization on folk instruments, jazz music, both singing and playing jazz instruments, folk singing, and academic chorus. And we have special program on music therapy, which was developed in cooperation with Bulgarian Music Therapy School. One of the most popular among students' faculty is Cinema and Television faculty, which is one of the youngest one in our university, in our institute. And in this faculty, we have just specialist programs, which means that our program duration is 5 academic years, like cinema and TV directing, cinema, TV and radio producing, sound directing, operating, and photography. Also, we are very proud that one of our professors, he is Denis Asokin. He is the 67th film festival in Venice winner with his film Овсянки. The next faculty is Tourism, Public Relations, and Intercultural Communications faculty, which offers tourism management and event management programs and public relations as well. Choreography faculty is one of the oldest faculties of our institute and offers bachelor programs on choreography art like folk dance, classic dance, modern dance, and pole dance. And I'd like to say that Kazan is famous for its great ballet dancer, Rudolf Nureyev, who was the main artist of Paris, in Paris and London Royal Opera House. The next faculty is Social and Cultural Activity and Humanities faculty, which offers programs on cultural studies, folk art, and librarian studies, as well as social and cultural activity programs. The next one is Theater Art faculty, which offers acting, theater directing specialist programs, bachelor programs on theater studies, management of non-professional theater, folk theater, and master program on theater art, which is conducted by specialists from Germany, from Berlin Research Center on theater art. And of course, assistantship program on acting, theater directing, and scenic speech. And of course, all the programs are directed and conducted by directors and managers of local theaters. And of course, being an institute of art and culture, of course, we have annual events in different spheres of art, like Kazan International Film Festival, Ethnomyriads Folk Festival, the Lights of Kazan Jazz Music Festival, Theater Festival, and of course some other film festivals during the year. And of course, we welcome all of you to take part in, for example, in Kazan International Film Festival, which will took place in September. And of course, we have some other additional short-term programs like summer schools on art and crafts, Russian language courses, preparatory courses for Russian non-speakers, teacher training courses, and some courses on painting, dancing, filmmaking, and photo. Of course, you are free to contact us by our contact. Thank you very much for your attention.
Presentation, thank you so much. And now, Moscow State University of Civil.
This is my university. Friends often ask me, why did I choose MGSU? It took me some time to decide where I want to study, not only to get quality technical education, which is the most important part, but also to live in an interesting student environment that would be comfortable and pleasing to study in. I want to study in university where all activities, from sports to laboratory classes, are situated in one place. To study with bright and beautiful fellow students from different places and countries. To have an enlightening conversations with teachers, to learn something new and interesting every day. I discovered that construction sciences are amazingly diverse, from space research and nuclear energy to soil and water purification from hazardous waste. I wanted to create, to invent a new material, or, for example, to make that everything in the house switched on and off by itself. Air was cleaned, electricity and heat was saved. I started to pay interest to science, tried to create future. It's no coincidence that our university is named National Research University. Here we have more than 30 laboratories, and if my work will gain attention, I will continue to study and will consider going into PhD studies. I finished art school, good at singing and dancing. I want to participate in exhibitions, competitions, to perform on the big stage. It's great that we have all this on our university and can incorporate it with studying. In the university, I train on the same running tracks and courts as Olympic champions. When they visited us, they were jealous of our sports arenas. Soon we will have a swimming pool, as the rector promised, and our rector is a man of his word. University has many students from different countries and parts of Russia. Now I have lots of friends from Europe, Asia and other parts of the world. After classes, we share our cultures with each other, learn how to dance many different folk dances, study foreign languages, and, of course, discover Russia together. My home country patiently waits for my graduation, as I have lots of houses, power stations and different infrastructure objects to build. All I ever wanted I found in my university. And now, the main part. Who am I going to be? I will be a civil engineer. I will get such skills that will allow me to work on any, even most difficult projects. Motto of our university: study to build your future. And we study, and we will build the future.
Now watch the rollout about Tomsk Polytechnic University.
Tomsk Polytechnic University, a university of resource-efficient technologies. Tomsk Polytechnic University was established in 1896 as the Tomsk Technological Institute of Practical Engineers. The brilliant chemist and great scientist Dmitry Mendeleev was elected as the first honorary member of the university. TPU is a winner university. In 1997, the institution was recognized as a particularly valuable object of cultural heritage of the peoples of the Russian Federation. In 2009, it was designated a national research university. TPU is a world-class university. International and national ratings are evidence of the university's strong reputation. For several years, the rating agency Expert RA has called Tomsk Polytechnic University the best non-metropolitan university in Russia. TPU is steadily ranked in the top 10 of the best Russian institutions of higher education. The QS World University Rankings place TPU in the top 400 of the best global universities. TPU has produced over 165,000 graduates. They have designed the Ostankino Tower, Russian helicopters Mi and Ka, and drilled the lunar soil. Polytechnic alumni discover deposits around the world, operate nuclear power plants, and launch rockets. We are 120 years old, but we are dynamic. TPU contains 10 institutes. We educate over 15,000 students and PhD students who will become professionals in the most sought-after sectors of the global economy: the aerospace industry, chemical industry, geology, including marine geology, nuclear physics, and many others. TPU is one of the most internationally diverse universities in Russia. A quarter of the student body consists of foreign students from more than 50 countries. These future specialists are educated by more than 2,000 teachers of the highest level. Nobel Prize winner in chemistry, Dan Shechtman, is among them. TPU laboratories are provided with the most state-of-the-art equipment, and we conduct research on Russia's only operational, educational, and research nuclear reactor. The TPU consolidated budget is over 8 million rubles. The university performs scientific research projects with the largest high-tech companies in the world, such as Gazprom and Gazprom International, Rosatom, Boeing, Roscosmos, Schlumberger, and others. We grow by enhancing research activities. The university has established strategic academic units, elite units concentrating the advanced experience of TPU. They develop, introduce, and replicate the world's best practices: space materials science, eco-energy, nuclear technologies for oncology, industrial tomography, unconventional natural resources, control and telecommunication systems, people and technologies. In 2016, Tomsk Polytechnic University brought together leading scientists from various countries at the World Resource Efficiency Forum. We are active. Student government is well developed at TPU, and for the first time in Russia, a campus manager has been chosen. For many years, the university has been recognized as a healthy lifestyle institution. We support a body of tutors and sports. Some of our students are multiple champions in Russia, Europe, and the world. Student volunteers participate in organizing and conducting large-scale events across the globe. TPU's campus was recognized as Russia's best campus. It incorporates 14 newly built and renovated student residences, a stadium, and a swimming sports complex. In 2016, TPU celebrated 120 years, but this is only the beginning.
The last one video is about Belgorod State Technological University.
Our today's life is a rapid movement straight forward. Technology, a variety of occupations, people, all of them are changing. Keeping pace with the time and sometimes being even a little ahead is not an easy challenge, but a feasible one. For over 60 years, Belgorod State Technological University has been training engineers to maintain economic development. This is where the image of an engineer and a personality who is building up the future is being formed. Our university is of the same age as Belgorod region, established in 1954. In March 2003, Belgorod State Technological University had been granted a status of a university, and later the university was named after Vladimir Shukov, an ingenious person born in Belgorod region who was called a Russian Edison and the top engineer of the Russian Empire even when he was alive. Now the university incorporates 6 educational institutions and over 50 departments. Belgorod State Technological University meets the local and global needs: architecture, civil engineering, electric power engineering, thermal power engineering, chemical engineering, environmental safety, information and computer technology, automation of production processes, mechanical engineering, economics, management, and much more are listed into a wide range of training areas and majors, many of which relate to the priority areas of science, technology and engineering, both in the Russian Federation and abroad. The university educational process is structured as multidisciplinary and multi-level, embracing undergraduate and graduate programs varying from full-time or part-time to distance learning courses. The degree awarded by Belgorod State Technological University conforms to all international standards and is recognized in 140 countries all over the world. Research laboratories and lecture halls are equipped with state-of-art facilities and technical aids. Particular attention is given to the development of high technologies. Belgorod State Technological University academic programs are focused on practical application of the knowledge a student has gained at the university. The university has established actively operating departments, education sites located in the area of the leading local enterprises. The company employees are involved in lecturing and workshop activity, conducting masterclasses, supervising graduation theses and course projects, internship training, engaging the students in project and research activities. All the above make our alumni quite competitive from the point of view of qualifications required by employers. Vendor and academic centers are available at the university. The Department for Cement and Composite Materials has installed a computer system which allows to accurately reproduce a cement manufacturing process and track its results. The Mechanical Equipment Department has been working closely with a Siemens company for over 10 years. The future mechanical engineers are solving highly complicated problems like three-dimensional modeling and equipment design aimed at producing innovative building materials. From year to year, the department is given top awards from the International Siemens Contest and Microsoft Works Education Center. The Architectural Environment Design Department has established a creative agency. The university has transformed regular computer-equipped classrooms with special-purpose teaching and research facilities. The university has established 2 successfully functioning centers of youth innovative creativity, Metamorphosis, located in the Center of Innovation and Design, equipped with 3D printers, software-controlled cutting machines, and laser printers. The center is not limited to students engaged in technical creativity. School children are actively involved in the creative activities. A cluster center represents an open laboratory intended for digital prototyping, being a platform for scientific and technical creativity and business. The university boasts of its new higher technology center. It incorporates over a dozen laboratories, 4 research institutes, 3 prototyping centers, 2 internationally accredited test centers. Both scientists and university students are working here jointly, using unique equipment to create special-purpose composite materials for aviation, aerospace and nuclear power industry, or basic elements for microelectronics and construction industry. Each year, students and young scientists of Shukov University join federal and regional target programs, become winners of competitions and grants, and are awarded scholarships from the President and Government of the Russian Federation. Shukov-Belgorod State Technological University is one of the few Russian universities having a campus-type arrangement. The campus represents a single space with an area of 35 acres, incorporating academic and laboratory buildings, the Students' Arts Center, a library, halls of residence for students and academic staff, and sport facilities. For the last 3 years, Shukov-Belgorod State Technological University has maintained the leading position in all Russian contests in the nomination of the university dedicated to healthy lifestyle. The Students' Park was named the best well-kept area at the all-Russian competition among university campuses. Our university is both a school and a launchpad not only for engineers but also for sport champions. University Sports Complex is currently recognized as the best one throughout Russia, which includes a modern stadium compliant to up-to-date global standards, sports halls and sports grounds, tennis courts and 2 swimming pools. Anyone can be distinguished being involved in a variety of student associations, student scientific society, students' advisory boards, creative teams, sports clubs, wheat contests, students' construction crews, students' TV and many other areas related to student self-fulfillment. 15 different kinds of scholarships offered by the university can be a good incentive for all students. Shukov-Belgorod State Technological University is one of the major universities in Russia, which is confirmed by the high levels achieved in rankings both on national and international levels. Those who have chosen Shukov-Belgorod State Technological University as a following level to proceed their studies, they are making their choice in favor of higher quality and up-to-date higher educational system, a healthy lifestyle and a student life full of exciting events. Our alumni, who are over 70,000 in number, are currently being employed all over the world. For each of them, their alma mater both means the joy of first discoveries, friendship, love, creativity and commitment to professional peaks, including specific atmosphere of the responsibility for the job to which you have dedicated the whole of your life.
So now we are going to answer your questions. Firstly, I want to say everyone thanks for interest of Russian education, Russian universities. Thank you for your questions. And now let me introduce Natalia Korobitsina. She will help me with these questions.
Thank you, Alona. Hello, everyone. I have a list of your questions, which you send us during the conference. I will read them aloud and Alona will answer them. The first question is how to apply for Russian visa if the candidate is already approved.
So firstly, you have to see the status of your application at Russia.study and then at Russia.edu. And at Russia.edu, you will check the visa information. When you will get the visa, at your application, you will see the number of the visa, and you have to take this visa, the number of your visa, take your passport and go to the Russian embassy and get visa.
Thank you. The next question is quite long. If the candidate is in state distributed, распределен, then is he or she officially approved, and what he or she has to do next?
So when you're distributed, распределен, it means that university accept you, and you know in this status you know what university accepted you, and you know the city when you will study. So you have to wait till the status of your application changed on directed, And in this status, you can connect with universities, with international office of the university, and know information about when you have to arrive at. And you know, I said about this at my presentation, and you have to connect with the international office of the university and you know the time of your arrival, and because university have to prepare a dorm room for you and prepare all necessary documents. So what's about visa? As I have said, you can see your visa information at your application at Russia.study, and you will get this visa, number of your visa, passport, and go to the Russian embassy to take the visa. So you have to arrive at Russia when you see the status distributed. And yes, thank you, Natalia. And you don't need to wait the status enrolled, because the status change when you will arrive at Russia and when university will just enroll you.
Thank you. And we have the last question about living in Russia. If we have a student card for a subway in Russian cities.
So firstly, it depends on the city when you will study, and you know that in not all cities at Russia have subway. That's why all cities have their own card. For example, Moscow, St. Petersburg, they have their card, which you can use the subway.
It was the last question in my list, so we can finish now, I think.
Thank you, Natalia, for your help. So, goodbye. Thank you, everyone, for your questions. Of course, thank you for your interest in Russian education. We're really glad to say all information about Russian universities. We hope that it will be really useful, really interesting, and so. If you have questions, maybe after when we ended this presentation, you can write at our at email, for example, Russia.study portal info@Russia.study, and we will try to answer your questions. Thank you.